what have been some other breakthrough moments for you? Roles that you've gotten that have propelled your career to another or the next level?
Well, Breakin' was a big one because again, I got Breakin' when I was 19.
Hmm.
And Breakin' was again my first opportunity to actually dance and act and film. And so that was really exciting because I'd had obviously an acting background in terms of training growing up,
Mhm.
and I'd never really had a chance to really use it on film. I obviously used it in a chorus line, but as an actor, and that was really a great experience for me. But also, it was interesting because I had no idea that it would become the cult classic that it's become.
How did
Mark.
that all unfold? Like from the beginning with the audition process?
The audition process was interesting because it was Jaime Rogers, the choreographer, who was somebody who also I trained with. I took his
You
class.
said Jaime Rogers?
Jaime Rogers,
Wow,
yes.
he choreographed that?
Yeah,
Huh.
he choreographed Break in the first one.
Hmm.
Yeah, which was interesting because again, so I knew him, but it wasn't until what really ended up happening was that there was this oh, this is something that you'll find very interesting, Mark, because you were there and you would know this person, who this person is. There was one of our people who worked on Runaways, brunette. I can't think of her name off the top of my head, right? I think her name was Susan. I can't think of her name.
The woman that was casting assistant to
Exactly. Yeah, that's her.
is that the same Julie Seltzer,
Yes,
who
yes,
later went on to become a big casting director?
yes, yes. Okay, okay. So yeah, Julie. So she called me one day and she says, Phineas, there's two friends of mine who want to go to the Radiotron, who want to go to the radio club to watch breakdancing because they have this film script that they're pitching, and they actually have a film studio behind it, and they're white guys. Would you mind taking them to see to see this guy named Ice T?
They were looking for some black cover, huh?
Yeah, and they were like, and you can approach the people for them because they're white and they're not necessarily going to maybe be welcomed in the same way. And I went there to that club with them,
Hmm.
and they said to me, there's a part in the script for a gay jazz dancer, and maybe if it comes to when we're looking for that role, it's something maybe you could audition for. I had no idea. So literally, we're at this club, and they say the guy that's the DJ, Ice T. We want him in the movie. Can you go and give him our card?
Huh.
And I went up to IC and I said, okay, IC, I'm here with two guys that are actually working on a film project and they want you to be in the movie. And I said, this is their information, this is their card. And then the next thing I knew, months later, I'm auditioning for this project. And I go in for this role of Adam, which is really only like one sentence in the whole script.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the audition, and I was like, "Well, you're really not going to be able to really see what I can do with just me reading this one sentence. Do you mind if I just improv?" And they said, "Oh yeah, sure, go ahead." So I just came in and just started teasing the director's hair and just being extremely flamboyant.
I mean, that's great. That's like really, really proactive and
Well, yeah, but again, you know that we were taught how to audition, how to be prepared, and how to walk in and get the job. So I was totally aware of taking risks and being comfortable in taking risks.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that was a risk, but I was willing to take it because I was like, they're not going to be able to really see what I can do by me just saying these lines. They're going to really need, and then they actually saw me do it. And they were laughing so much. They were like, "Oh, we need to add more to the script for this." And that's what ended up happening. So basically, what ended up happening was that two lines became more lines, became more lines, became me more featured to become, more of a featured integral part. But again, I was not openly out at that point in my career. And
Mhm.
especially it being my first film role, I did not want to be typecast for the rest of my career as being this black gay guy.
Mhm.
And so I was really very, very conscious of just not going too far. And the first director that they had actually was really directing us to be more stereotypes of
Mhm.
our characters. And
Mhm.
so he really was asking me to put it on even more, even more,
Mm.
even more. But then he was fired. And when he was fired, it gave us, Ozone, Shabadoo, all of us, to send all of us the opportunity to basically tone down the stereotypes. So basically, that's
Yeah.
when I basically was able to tone down a lot of the jokes regarding or my character's sexuality in the course of the film, and actually ended up being very proud of it because it was never said that I was gay in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the fact that I could actually have relationships and alliances with both the urban community and our artistic community that was totally on a different side of the tracks was really very inspiring to a lot of people in our community. So many people have came out during the 80s because of that character.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I've had situations where literally there was a recently a gentleman who just won the London equivalent of the Academy Awards for a short film that he did,
Mhm.
and he was the first openly gay police sergeant in the force of in Britain in London,
Hmm.
and he came out because of my character.
Don't call me Corey Baker, call me Marc Copage, 'cause I'm not Julia's son, not anymore.